Hello! You may or may not know, but about a year ago I composed and produced the music for this short film, and since then it's sort of blown up. There's been a lot of reception, lots of compliments for the music, thank you so much, and plenty of speculation around it too. I think it's a pretty well known fact that the soundtrack hasn't really been released separately from the film, besides an Instagram post. And with an increase in re uploads and arrangements or covers, I finally decided to release some official sheet music. Before we get into that, though, I want to sort of address one of the main things that finally pushed me to make this video. It's about the nature of music notation, or chord naming, or transcribing, whatever you want to call it. There's a fantastic video from Adam Neely covering basically everything I have to say about this topic, and I'm going to pull up some parts that really stuck with me and summarize what I have to think about this.
So as a performer, I like to think of sheet music as like a recipe. It's not the food itself, it's like the steps necessary to get to the point where you have food. Sheet music is a set of meaningful instructions for a performer, and this is meaningless, the same way that preheating the oven to 361.42 degrees would be meaningless for a human. But for an audience, this marking might give insight into some aspect of the music that the performer just didn't consider or didn't need to know. And that way, notation is a form of analysis, less so a recipe, that hopefully gives us a deeper understanding about what the music is.
I feel the same way about the G sharp major 6, 9, sharp 11 chord. Sure, technically all the notes of this chord line up with what occurs in the music at that precise point in time, but it completely ignores the broader musical context, the purpose and function of that chord in the harmonic progression. What you're hearing here isn't a G sharp major chord with 6, 9, and sharp 11, even though that's precisely what you're hearing. It's the bass moving downwards and the chord above it staying the same. There's ways of writing this that help preserve that context. For example, just writing the root of the chord with an 8-7 movement. This is basically saying we have the dominant of E flat major, the 5th degree, which is a B flat chord, and 8 to 7 shows that the only change between the chords is the bass, which goes from the 8th degree, the same as itself, B flat, down one step to the 7th, an A flat. Anyways, this is all just to say that the notation in the transcription that you're about to see from me, it's a lossy form. There's no possible way that I can describe everything happening in the music on the page. And why would I want to? I could just play you the music if I wanted you to hear everything in the music. Instead,
Somebody wrote down the things that they wanted you to hear in the music.
None of the comments about the chords are wrong. And it's super exciting to me that so many people are taking an interest in my music. They're just from a different perspective, and that's why I would like to share mine.